Howdy, folks. Thanks for watching. It's snowing like crazy here in Ogden, Utah, and so I purchased this new Mazda Cx-5 hangnail. So anyway, I bought this CX-5 Mazda. Well, I traded straight across to get the Chevy van was just turned into a boat anchor, and so anyway, the van was turned into a boat anchor, and in driving it was fun, and it was a very fast van. I was surprised as heck at how fast it was, but you could almost watch the gas gauge go up and down on it. It was just entirely impractical for use with doing gig work. so I did that straight across. This car is the Mazda dealership that I got it from. We worked out a really good deal for me. I didn't end up having to spend any more money. It was a straight across trade, and they're going to make money off of it. Hopefully that turns into good karma. And so I'll be able to do multi-apping for Uber and this, that, and the other. Uber, DoorDash, Lyft, and everything like that, because all my insurance is taken care of and everything like that. And my insurance is good through the 28th. So I'm going to end up spending a whole bunch of days awake trying to catch up on all my bills and everything like that. And I already have everything directly into my bank account, but I'm still broke, and I'm on the verge of existence. The edge of existence, I'll put it that way. So I'm doing everything I positively can to get things done. Social Security, I went over to the Social Security office in Salt Lake City, the walk-in place, and they were just snotty towards me. You didn't want to talk to me or anything like that. It gave me a whole bunch of paperwork to fill out. And what it tells me is just, if you're a single white male in your 50s, basically in American society, you're screwed. Nobody wants to help you. And everything else is just really complicated. So, I just decided the only way I can take care of myself is to take care of myself. And there it is. I still got to do my taxes. I probably have a bunch of stuff coming back from that I'll be getting from the deductions for my surgeries and stuff like that. I'm going to submit as much as I can and see what they reject, because I'm going to try to get the IRS to do all that kind of stuff. And that'll take a long time to get money back. There's a local laundry service that I'm going to try to get a job with. I don't know what kind of work I would do for them, but it's a Latino company. And the lady at the front desk was very compassionate. And the thing is, here's the thing. From my experience in Ogden, I love the Latino population in Ogden. It almost makes me weepy, because those guys at the Rancheritos, Beto's, and all the other independent Latino franchises that I've been going to, because I eat once a day, but that's all I can afford to do right now. They're the ones who've been supporting me as far as compassion and wanting things to work out better for me. And I've known some of them since my ex left me. So the Latino population in Ogden, towards me and from my experience, has been awesome. And there's no way that how I can say how grateful I am for them, for their compassion, for my situation. There's only one lady that doesn't like me, and she's like, rah, rah, rah. And anytime, I'm not going to say which branch she's from, but I order the Beret plate because it has the most protein for what I can get for my money. And so, and I had to give a shout out to Merrick Bank because it's obvious I'm in financial trouble right now. So anyway, what I've done is now that I've got this Mazda Cx-5, it's an all-wheel drive car, and I will be able to do multi-apping and with a vehicle that potentially can get 35 miles to the gallon, and DoorDash and all these guys. Well, the whole thing is about I can pull 18-hour days. This time I'm not going to be surviving off of Maverick burritos and DoorDash and all of that stuff, buying from DoorDash and stuff like that. It's a practicality thing, and I've got to save myself. And that's the part of American society. There is no safety net unless you are born with a difficulty or something like that. The only benefits I'm getting, just to be clear on everything, the only benefits I'm getting from the VA are psychological counseling and blood pressure medicine. I'm not receiving any money from the VA or anything like that. I was not in long enough to deserve any money from the VA. And I'm perfectly comfortable with that. But they still have concern over me. And there's another group of people, Roads to Independence, and their stance is I need to start selling off everything in order to survive. Well, hopefully if I can make this work and I can work out my strategy well enough, I'll be able to do airport ground transportation work. I will be able to do DoorDash. I'll be able to do Uber. And Lyft and all of these other apps. And potentially, if I keep my protein levels up and my food levels up, I'll be doing just fine. I just have to make sure I don't work too much like I did for the UTA, and that's fine, you know. They had their choice or whatever. Now, I did apply with Walmart for a job, but they wanted me to be a cashier. I don't want to be a cashier because I don't want to touch money. And that's not being picky. That's saving myself. I just don't want, because it's too easy to get something wrong when it comes to money. And so anyway, that's one thing. And a Walmart, for whatever reason, won't let me be a yard dog or a trailer staging person. I don't know what Walmart calls it, but all it is you're on the delivery site or the outgoing delivery site, whatchamacallits, and staging trailers to be loaded and unloaded and then parked as needed. And it's all off highway, everything like that. So I applied for that position. I didn't get it. That's fine. And then I went for an interview with them for the cashier's job, and I just don't want to do that. But they also kind of were condescending towards me as far as doing stocking and stuff like that. So I figured, okay, Walmart's not going to hire me. So I made the decision not to purchase anything from Walmart. The only thing that sucks about that is, and my philosophy is, if they won't hire me, I won't work for them, and I'm not going to try. As a matter of fact, I'm talking to you is one of their refurbished Dell computers that I paid like $150 for. Okay, that's cheap. The only problem is the hard drive on this Dell computer that I got from Walmart crashes all the time. It goes into reset mode and recovery mode, and then the hard drive is so small on this Dell computer that if my video is too long, or I have to watch out for how much space is on it, because the hard drive is so small, I can only record 1.5 of my things talking to you with this Dell computer. So, I've been used to build my own computers all the way back in the 90s. So, DOS 6, Windows 3, etc. You know the drill. But anyway, so I used to build my own computers, and I know that this one from Walmart is a hunk of junk. There, I said it politically correctly, but you can only... I'm not sure what the practical use of this computer is beyond blogging or whatever this is that it's called nowadays. So anyway, it's snowing like crazy, and I've already shoveled my front sidewalk and the sidewalk of my neighbors and the sidewalk of my neighbors on this side. And then my one neighbor has just redone the sidewalks again because it's snowing. Yeah, I'm not going to sacrifice my Cx-5 for these aggressive, self-absorbed Utahns who always have to win or always have to be number one. It's part of the Utah culture thing. Everybody's really aggressive and really competitive. And if I could explain the history of why, the Mormons have gone through a lot of persecution, so therefore they have a persecution complex related to their religion, the Mormons or Latter-day Saints. And I used to be one, kinda. I haven't formally had my records removed from the church documents, but that's a ramble on a different subject. It says Utah is a very competitive number one style of the way they do things. It's the culture, it's the Mormon culture, that how that system works. So anyway, I ended up going to a Pentecostal church, which speaking in tongues isn't one of my things, because I speak a little bit of so many different languages. I have a hard time with that. I'm not dismissing it. I'm just saying it's not something that works for me. So anyway, there it is. That's my situation. I'm doing everything I can to get better. It's snowing like crazy. The first day I was able to get my new car out on the road, and with the Utahns and the way they drive and how aggressive they are, I'm not taking the chance today. So I'll probably be posting another video from my basement, my bagpipe basement, so that I think I've got everything figured out on one certain set of bagpipes that is have turned out to be holy cow. But anyway, there it is. Thanks for watching. I'm just doing everything I can to survive, and take everybody along for the ride with me, I guess. But it feels like things can get better, and I have the capacity to. I know what I did wrong before from working too much and the 18-hour days awake and stuff like that. But unfortunately, that might have to happen again so that I can catch up with all my bills and everything like that. And there it is. Thanks for watching. I'm still here for the moment. It'll probably take them 3 months or so to take my house. I talked to the people who own the loan on my house, and they can give me a 3-month deferment on my payments, and then I just have to catch up on them. And there's that. Thanks for watching, and I'll probably end up posting a video from the basement a little bit later on. But if any of you out there have the capacity, send me goodwill, because I'm desperately trying to make this work out so that I can pretend I'm normal. Wobble, wobble, wobble. And there it is. Have a good day, and maybe see you later. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.